Kaisa Yone is your priority, you know, we were already talking a lot about the dive, and then Rumble also complements that they wanted to prioritize because they knew that G2 would ban it in the second phase. But then, of course, put my eyes on how these lanes are going, and dangerous spot for Broken Blades.
Broken Blade doesn't have flash. He only has exhaust. Myrwn just needs an order, but he can't get in range. Oh. Flash for exhaust, the exchange.
For Elyoya.
Yeah, so you're saying is that G2 can't respond? Yeah, exactly. That makes sense here.
SkewMond will take away.
Tough if you're a short range AD carry trying to go against the Gwen. The fact you got the hollow shred and that skip and slash to very quickly close the distance without taking much damage from Jojo.
Caps immediately onto Jojo. Tibbers doesn't do too much by himself, but Caps is there with the disintegrate to get the kill. Meanwhile, Alvaro's met up with SkewMond. Myrwn looking for the flank position here. Hansama working his way down from the top side. Alvaro not yet level 6. Frozen domain down. He flashes over the wall. Hansama not going to flash to follow him. The Void Grub's taken by Elyoya, and he starts to walk out. Caps doesn't have that stun charged up. Labrov on the equalizer flashes over the wall. Should survive through that burn. Escape from Elyoya. Clean enough, as even the pillar can't stop him.
I mean, it ultimately results in a solo kill for Caps as 3 grubs go in favor of MKOI.
In there, you can isolate someone really quickly with the pillar, as Broken Blade's a little bit isolated up towards the top side here. Only has that exhaust, gonna go drowsy. Even through the Hallowed Mist, there's the Fate Sealed, and there's no real escape here for Broken Blade as Jojo chases him down. Even through the healing, it won't be enough. Elyoya gets the first.
Or even a Wit's End or something. It's going to make it difficult for Caps, I think, to win that 1v1 anymore, but here we go.
Wait, he can kill Jojo.
He can kill Jojo, and he does that, and then flashes away from the blooming bursts and escapes Elyoya's clutches.
The only reason why I know is that is because, like,
Winter's bite, but Elyoya's coming across. Labrov will stand beside his friend as Hansama goes in. Exhaust used in the top side as the needles come out from Broken Blade, but he doesn't connect onto Myrwn, who dodges away. TP as well from Broken Blade as he goes to top. Counter TP coming out from Caps. The equalizer dodged away from Jojo, will be able to get one, and he jumps out with the Fate Sealed. Riftail charging down the mid lane. Since that slew of action earlier on. Super stepping in here. Blade Caller, only 2 blades coming back, so Hansama won't be able to get the root. Myrwn trying to get away from this with the rocket belt, but Labrov and SkewMond are here quickly to collapse. The feats of warfare go over to G2, claiming their 3rd kill of the match.
Go through you, especially even with SkewMond going towards this more armor build. So you got to be very careful about how you do it. So everyone's ward is shallows.
For Myrwn again, they know their target, and Myrwn is locked up. The Flame Spitter not enough to burn through anyone on G2. Caps now 3-0.
Well, that's the payoff from getting the flash from earlier. And it's an interesting game state just because there's so few engaged supports. The junglers aren't the best engaged tools. There's no tanky top lane to stop.
They're going to rely now on Jojopyun to push in on this bottom side, look for the trade on the towers, but not really much that can happen.
Oh, Alvaro steps forward again. Has to burn the flash, but the Tibbers is there to follow up. Equalizer out. TP coming in from Jojo as MKOI look for a little bit more, but I don't think they're going to find it. Second time we've seen Alvaro caught out just around that corner in this series. SkewMond able to dodge away from the Q3 out of Jojo. All this while, Broken Blade pushing in that top lane, has a wave crashing on the tier 2.
And this is what I was talking about. MKOI are so squishy. Trying to retake vision is incredibly dangerous for them with Broken Blade.
He's stayed around a long time here. Needlework dodges the Fate Sealed, skip and slash, looking for the slows. Killer Instinct not going to come in quite yet, as there's the exhaust, but there's the Killer Instinct from Supa. And BB just...
Well, that's the thing.
This changed it to a Seekers.
Yeah, but this is where you get to a point where you just start to take over the matchup as Broken Blade, and it becomes way more difficult for Myrwn to go toe-to-toe as
Jojo looking for something. Tibbers coming out as they try and get onto Alvaro, but the hostile takeover is gonna change their minds. Fate Seal to take over from MKOI. Broken Blade will get Alvaro on the backside. SkewMond looking for if he can get back and help his top laner. The Seekers already paying off for BB as he dives onto Supa. But the moment of silence was not enough for Broken Blade. G2 lose.
To then have Alvaro's ulti fly over the entire G2 roster. SkewMond fishing for a steal. He has the flash available.
As a control ward as well, puts it into the pit right now. Elyoya will clear that out as quickly as possible. Jojo jumps across the wall. Feathers fly from Hansama, and in flies Supa. SkewMond flashes towards his red buff pit, but that pillar of filth is not filthy at all. MKOI, a delayed ace onto G2. They'll claim the Baron, and they'll claim the gold lead.
it was a long
Seconds time, the Drake up in 1. SkewMond stepping forward through that frozen domain. Myrwn still looking for the equalizer. The Drake down to 9,000 HP as Alvaro's first target. Hostile takeover blocked by Labrov. Dodges away from the needlework. The loading lullaby used as well. The Dragon still at 8,000. Redemption coming out as Labrov is healed up. Handshaken back though and falls to the equalizer. G2 lose their support and can't find a way into the fight. Jojo dives forward and immediately locks up two. Myrwn finds a double. Supa finds a third. SkewMond next on the menu. Make it four. The Tibbers chasing Supa through the supercharge. Won't be enough. And now Caps is in a 1v1 versus Elyoya. He doesn't need to kill him. He just needs to delay. The blooming burst across the wall. Elyoya, watch out. Caps is down. An ace for MKOI. And the base in their eyes.
A perfectly played team fight from MKOI. The layering of the CC, the way that they just picked apart G2. MKOI looking to begin their reverse sweep.
In English, we say reverse sweep. In Spanish, we say reverse sweep, apparently. As MKOI will find a win in this series. Labrov trying to do everything he can to delay. But we are going to game 4. As MKOI stands strong.
Jojo steps up huge on the Yone to catch out G2 and set them up to go to game number 4.
I'm going to go do a short break before we get back for the rest of this series. Don't you dare go anywhere.